life is more fun when you are happier. Life is more enjoyed when you are free and you feel good. So wouldn't you rather feel that way? Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Diana, and today's quote is, "Forgiveness is not for the other person, it is for you," by Joyce Meyer. This is so monumental. It needs to be understood and fully grasped, because having unforgiveness is really heavy. It's truly heavy on you. A lot of times you might think that, okay, I'm not going to forgive somebody for what they have done. They deserve the unforgiveness. Well, think about it. 90% of the time, whether you know it or not, the other person is not thinking about the problem they have caused. Or 90% of the time, they don't know they caused the problem. Honestly. And so forgiveness is truly for you. When you hold on to unforgiveness, you are holding on to baggage. You are holding on to heaviness. You are holding on to things that are keeping you angry. The reality is the person you are holding unforgiveness on is truly living their best life. They're not even thinking about the problem. They're not even thinking about the situation. They don't know that the situation exists. Especially if you have not told them. They're not thinking about it. Now, I will say, in my own experience, years and years ago, I used to have a lot of unforgiveness. I carried a grudge in my heart and it sat in my throat. I don't know where yours is, but generally it was in my throat. I was angry and it sat there for years and I could feel it so heavy right there in my throat. And I did not know what to do. I did not know, but I was the one who was feeling this heaviness in me right here. The moment I saw the person who angered me, the moment I saw the person who triggered my emotions, it would just sit right here. And I would think to myself, okay, I know that I am angry. It has to be reflecting in my face. So if they can see that I'm angry, they're going to ask me what's going on, and we're going to talk about it, diffuse the situation. Did that ever happen? Like I said, it stayed around for about a long time. I would say probably more than a year. It was there for a long time. Anybody who I encountered who created that anger in me was unaware they had that effect on me. Truly, I allowed myself to get angry over a situation. And I did not talk about it. People are not mind readers. They cannot sense, they cannot fully grasp what's going on with you unless you bring it up. So I never brought up my issues or anything like that. I just held it in. I held that anger, that grudge. I felt the weight of it. It was heavy. I was the only person who was angry. Everybody was happy and joyous. And I would think, why are they so happy? Can't they see I'm mad at them? Why are they trying to speak to me? Can't they see I'm mad at them? And I would think, if I'm angry at them, it will make them feel bad that I'm not talking to them. Can you believe it's so silly? They didn't grasp that. They did not care at all. I was the one who was carrying this heavy burden on me. And so why forgiveness is for you is because it is on you to release that. It is so that you can release all of that, so that you can release all the pain, the grudge, the heaviness, the weights, the burdens, so that you don't have to live in that state either. So you could be living the same joyful, joyous life that the other person who you were saying is creating this anger and this bitterness in you. When you are not forgiving that person, those people, you are the only one suffering. You truly are the only one suffering. And that's not fun. That is not fun. You can't truly be living your life when you're constantly in this state of heavy and right? And so forgiveness is for you. If you forgive the other person, the other people, you're going to be set free. Don't you want that? Don't you want to be set free? I know you do. And I understand that you do want the other person to feel that pain, but it is not up to you to make the other person feel the pain that you're feeling, because they have chosen to not feel whatever it is that you have created in your mind that is actually creating those feelings inside of you. Forgive the other person. If you need to actually have a talk with them and let them know that what they have done has caused you this, you have accepted yourself to be angry because of what they have done, have a conversation with them and let them know that it hurt you, or just forgive them without even telling them, because like I said, they don't really know that they've hurt you. They're just thinking that they're in their own world. We all do things that can create a negative effect on someone in some way, but we're not doing it intentionally, and we're not thinking that what we are doing is actually causing harm to you. And so because of that, it's important to have a little bit of grace to realize that, okay, perhaps they're dealing with something different, and then ask yourself, why does this bother me so much? Why is it making me so angry? Why do I not like this? What's happening? Because a lot of times it's just that you're an annoyed person. I was an annoyed person. I used to be annoyed all the time. Anything could make me annoyed as long as somebody else was doing it. So that was just something that I had to learn for myself. But I was able to forgive those whom I felt were creating anger in me. And when I released that, I truly, absolutely felt set free. I was free. But not only did I feel free, I felt, honestly, that God could actually forgive me as well. Really, because if I'm not forgiving the people that I am seeing, but I'm seeking forgiveness from Him whom I have not seen, and who created everything, and who has the power to change my life in a way that is either drastically good, drastically negative, it's imperative that I'm creating that space and that ability for me to be able to have that forgiveness, because I want to be forgiven for what I've done wrong, right? So it's so important. But definitely when you do forgive others, you will feel free of anything. You won't have to carry this weight on your body, in your mind, in your heart, in your neck that is holding you back, because life is more fun when you are happier. Life is more enjoyed when you are free and you feel good. So wouldn't you rather feel that way? When you are not happy, when you're angry and you're holding on to this unforgiveness, it keeps you from enjoying your life. It truly does. Because now you feel you cannot do what you want to do because you're so angry. Perhaps it's people that you're mad at. They invite you to go somewhere amazing and you've always wanted to go to this place, but you are saying no because you're angry at them. So now you're not going to be able to enjoy your life and experience this moment because you were so angry with these people. So forgive so that you can be set free. Forgive so that you can live your life in peace. Forgive so that you can feel good and amazing and enjoy life and feel abundance of everything that is around you. So if you are feeling like, oh no, I cannot forgive those people, they have done me so much bad, there is so much bad that there's just no way. It does not mean that you have to go back and speak to the person. It absolutely does not. And perhaps you actually don't even have to tell that person physically that, hey, you harmed me, but I forgive you. Perhaps you do not have to make that conversation. You can easily just forgive and let go and move forward with your life. just because you're forgiven does not mean you have to stay in connection with certain people. You can forgive and move on with your life, knowing that, okay, that person harmed me, they're not the right person for me, they're not the people that I'm supposed to be with, but I release that from my life and I want to move on in another direction with different people. But I forgive them and I'm not going to carry that burden on me when I think of them. So now, let's say for instance, they call you up once upon a time, you could just easily say, thank you so much, but unfortunately I am going to be moving in a different direction. Or you could just easily just state that you're no longer interested, but at least you have forgiven and you don't have to carry that heavy burden on you. And again, you don't have to keep crawling back to the things that are creating this dispute, anger in you, so that you don't keep having unforgiveness in you. If you love the people, you can always have a table talk, you could always have a conversation with them with a gentle spirit, so that they can understand that, hey, oh, I see what you did, I see what I did not realize I did that, I did not realize that I harmed you, I am sorry. So if you are that person that is looking for the other person who has harmed you to apologize, reach out to them in the kindest, gentlest spirit and say, hey, I would love to have a conversation about this and about that. And if they agree, you could have it in the most kindest hearted way, and they'll be able to receive it, but they'll be able to respond back in a way that creates that bond again. So you see, there are multiple ways in which you can go about forgiving others, but the goal here is that you are the one who is going to experience most of this burden, hurt feelings, pain, discomfort, lack of joy when you don't forgive. And the goal is to get into your joyous, happiest, best self, so that you can live your best life. But when you are not forgiving, you are not going to be living your best life. Trust me, been there, done that. Don't want that for me, don't want that for you. So yes, go ahead, forgive, let go, so that you can be set free. All right, my friends, that's it for today. I hope that was helpful. I think this is something that I believe it so much, and I know it so much, and I'm sure that others are aware of it, because living in unforgiveness is just in a state, it's really saddening. It's really saddening, and it strips your life, and we don't want that. It strips everything that you want, and that's not fun. That's not good. So if you want to get back into your good self, your joyful self, your happy self, you want your environment to be filled with peace, joy, greatness, and just lightness, forgive. You don't have to do it physically, you can do it internally, so that you can release all of that and be set free. All right, my loves, thank you so much for watching. If this was helpful for you, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you do forgive, if you've been having a little bit of unforgiveness in you, you finally took the steps to forgive. Let me know how that changed your life, because I know it truly does wonders. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much, and bye bye.